to you all and welcome to our Darlington podcast, a fortnightly podcast where you can grab a coffee and join us to discuss what we love about our town, Darlington. We aim to highlight hidden gems within the area, whether they are businesses, walks, landmarks, things to do with the kids, or visitor attractions. My name is Henry Carver and I'm joined here by my brother and co-host, Louis Theroux.
Excellent. Thanks for that.
Morning, Jim.
Morning. I'm very well, thank you. Just noticed you changed your intro. We're fortnightly now. What happened to monthly?
Well, the last two have been fortnightly, so yeah.
Excellent.
Or the last three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that by popular demand?
I think it is.
Thousands of listeners requesting more content from us.
I think, are we just enjoying this too much? We're just wanting to get more of the experience.
Get out the office and have a coffee and a chat with some local people.
Yeah, get out the morning meetings. It's now 20 to 9 in the morning, missing out on important stuff. But
absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, good last couple of weeks.
Yeah, really good. Thank you. All busy. What
Yep.
have we done in town? We had a colleague's leaving do, which we went to the tapas bar.
Yep.
It was it last Friday, the Friday before?
Friday before.
And my wife was actually working, so I didn't get there till about 8 o'clock, but they were just ordering food. I'd actually already eaten and then had like the biggest table of tapas known to man.
Yep.
So that was pretty good.
You do need to bulk up a bit, so I think that's a really good thing.
I don't need to bulk up. I need to keep lean.
Keep lean.
Absolutely.
Very good indeed. And you tell me about the silent disco.
Oh yes,
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Have you seen any photos? Scott Akos was following us doing the photography. So we met at the old Pizza Hut in the Horse Market, and it was put on by Darlington Council. It was Alex Nicholson, who's the town centre manager.
Yep.
Organised it with the idea to get businesses from out of town and different areas to come and have a look at some of the commercial space along High Row, along Post House Wynd, Skinnergate, Grange Road, and she thought it could be a little bit dry, so why not mix it up and have a silent disco? So yeah, at 11 o'clock on a Friday morning, there was me busting some shapes around High Row.
What songs were playing? I'm intrigued.
Oh, it was pure cheese.
Pure cheese.
Yeah, there was a bit of ABBA. I'm sure there was some All Saints right up my street. Yeah. No, it was good. What about yourself? What have you been up to?
Went away to the Lake District, which is only an hour and a half away from Darlington, of course. Absolutely love that place. Left the kids at home with my mother-in-law. And yeah, she had a hard time of it, but we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. Bit of walking, and just plenty of good food and a few beers. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Fantastic.
And then we slightly extended the stay a little bit on the second day, having halfway through the walk seen a notification on the Ring doorbell. I decided to click on it and see both boys being absolute maniacs and my mother-in-law having a hard time of it. So we did what any natural parents would do. We stayed a bit longer and went for lunch.
Brilliant. Have you fessed up to that to mother-in-law?
I have now, and she listens to this. So Julie, apologies. But thank you very much indeed.
Very sensible. Very sensible.
A couple of other things. I went to see Steve Chestnut at Harvey's Food Van on Thursday of last week.
Our last guest.
Yeah, our last guest. Absolutely brilliant guest. Feedback from his show, his episode has been absolutely incredible. Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
He's
that
just
chat.
a very likeable character,
really,
isn't he?
really nice chap. And I thoroughly enjoyed listening to it back.
Yeah.
Which sometimes I don't necessarily listen to myself back, but I like the guests. But in this instance, I just thoroughly enjoyed that episode. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And the food that I had brought my wife some lunch back as well. Absolutely delicious.
What did you have?
It was a Frankfurter sausage with crikey. What's the sauerkraut? And really nice paprika fries underneath.
Brilliant.
So it doesn't sound amazing, but it truly was amazing. And it had sort of like a smoky, barbecue-y, spicy sauce that went with the sausage.
Brilliant.
And it was just incredible.
So it's not just a sausage
It wasn't just a sausage,
Sandwich.
from the side of a road. It was epic. So yeah, thoroughly recommend it. I've been competing over the last few weeks in a CrossFit competition, which is a worldwide thing. I won't bore you.
Do you do CrossFit? Didn't
Is
realise
this the first time I've actually mentioned it?
I think it could be.
I mentioned it. I haven't mentioned it over 7 episodes.
Yeah. And what's going on with your sponsorship? Because you've got a change of T-shirt going on. It's normally UGD. Is it?
It's not UGD today. Yeah, I've gone backwards. Hera have now sponsored me.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I take on a friend of mine, Adam, who bets me every single year. So whoever comes second place in the both of us in this competition that we do has to wear we'll basically do a forfeit, and the forfeit this year is to wear a dress in a workout.
Excellent.
Saw him this morning. He said that this weekend could be a really good time for me to wear said dress, because usually the Easter weekend it's quite a busy gym. So he's waiting for at least 30 or 40 other people to be working out alongside me. So watch this space, and you might be able to see some pictures at some point.
So Adam gets to choose the dress. Are we talking like size 8 sparkly sequins?
I have not a clue.
Brilliant.
It's up to him. So
look forward to seeing that.
Yes, I'm sure you do. I'll wear some Lycra shorts to conserve my modesty.
Yeah, sensible. Very, very sensible.
Make sure there's no accidents. Very good indeed. And you went to Ulnaby Farm Shop?
Yes, took my granny out to Ulnaby, which is just located along Staindrop Road. So yeah, kind of near High Coniscliffe, Walworth. And it's absolutely brilliant. Just went out for lunch. Took my 2 youngest. I took Nell and Ruben. I think it was this squawked quite a lot, and it's sort of an older demographic in Ulnaby. So a lot of the older people weren't overly pleased with Nell.
Well there, then.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Nell trying to dance on the table and Ruben throwing cutlery all around the place, which was but it was brilliant. And then got a couple of steaks from there as well, which is all kind of home reared. So yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, very nice indeed.
Really good.
And there's been some news regarding the Treasury campus, hasn't there?
Yeah, there was a couple of announcements last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they've got the go ahead. There's put some new plans in for their site on Brunswick Street, which is just off St Cuthbert's Way, next to our head office. Yeah. And it looks really, really smart. Like the new design is absolutely amazing. Yeah. And that leads me to today's question. Yeah. Ben Hoochin did a video last week stating how many new jobs it will bring to Darlington. So the question is, how many new jobs will the new Treasury building bring to the area? Yep. Is it A, less than 1,000? Yep. B, between 1,000 and 2,000? Or C, over 2,000?
I'm pleased to say we have another guest, and joining us today on Our Darling Town is a local legend whose name is synonymous with sweetness and delight in our town, Andy Raine, the proprietor of Andy's Candy Bar. Located on Duke Street in Darlington, Andy's shop has become a cherished destination for anyone with a sweet tooth, from nostalgic childhood sweets to unique imports from across the pond. Andy's Candy Bar offers a tantalising array of confectionery delights, so grab your favourite sweet treat and get ready to indulge as we uncover the story behind the man who's been satisfying Darlington's sweet cravings for years. Welcome to Andy Raine.
Oh man!
Can you tell he enjoys?
Thanks for that, Henry. I kind of feel like I need my top hat and my walking cane now.
Yeah.
I should have walked into the studio like that and did a somersault.
Darlington's Willy Wonka.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
completely. Yeah. So first question from me is: Are you a dentist's worst nightmare? Or are you keeping them all in business?
I'd say I would be keeping them all in business. Yeah. The orthodontist on Duke Street, they do is a roaring trade. We seem to be like the trade-off. Do well with your retainers and your braces, and then you can come and get a treat afterwards. So we kind of keep kids in check, really, because make sure that they've got their dental routine in hand, because then they get to come and see us afterwards. So
perfect.
Yeah, a bit of both. I think it works for everybody, really.
Very good indeed.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about yourself and ultimately the inspiration behind your current setup, really.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it was children, really. It was. I used to work for EE. When I kind of left college, that was my first job. And then when kids came along, I'd 11 years at AE, and I thought I just wanted to kind of make my job work for me a bit more, so I could spend more time with my family, be a bit more flexible with life. So I was trying to rack my brains with business ideas and kind of concepts of what I could do to have a change of career and just be a bit more flexible with my life, really. That's how it all came about. And I suppose I'm just a product of my environment. Okay. I've always worked in shops. I've always worked all throughout all of my childhood. And the idea came about whilst I was sat behind my computer working, on some spreadsheets or something like that. And I thought, what can I do? And I used to go to wholesalers with a guy. I used to work with a guy called Paul Singh. when I used to work at a corner shop in Darlington, and we used to go to wholesalers on weekends, and we used to see all the sweets and all your tin goods and everything that you see in corner shops these days. And because I worked in a call centre, I knew it was a long day for call centre workers, and vending machines and coffee used to get call centre workers through their day.
Yeah.
So the idea came about through that. So myself and my wife, we made contact with a sweet company in Accrington, Stockley Sweets, and they make the most phenomenal confectionery. So we went there, we rocked up, and we placed an order for like £500 worth of sweets. And I took a day's holiday from work, and I set up a big pitch in a call centre in the foyer, and all the staff came and bought all day long. And I thought, do you know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it.
Something.
We're onto something. It was just a gut feeling. It was just thoughts in my head, and I just knew it would work. And and I think if you can visualize it and you know it's going to work, you'll make it happen. You can. If I can see it happen, I know it will happen, and that's where we started.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
it's quite a big leap from 11 years in a solid job.
Yeah.
To
absolutely.
Taking a risk, basically.
Yeah, taking a massive risk. I didn't realise at the time, but my father-in-law had said to his wife, "Who is this nutter? Who is this Andy?" Because I'd only just married his wife. we took on a massive new house. Our first child came along, and then I wrapped in a solid job to go and sell sweets in businesses. And he was like, is he a lunatic or what? What's he playing at?
It was the top hat and cane. That was it.
I think that's where it is. Yeah.
And the little orange people following you around.
Yeah, something like that. I didn't realise at the time. It just felt right. I just knew I could make it happen. Yeah. And here we are. 23 years later, we're still selling confectionery.
You've been doing it for 23 years?
Yeah, 23 years, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Wow. So you started off selling in call centres.
Yeah.
How did it evolve from that? Do you still do that?
We do, yeah, we do that. From because of COVID and things like that, we don't do as many visits as what we used to. And now we've got the shop as well we were doing like 18, 20 a month, and then Christmas fairs and all sorts of other events. But now our workload is just like phenomenal all the time, day to day, with like the running of the shop, and we reduce how many business visits we do. But we still go to like the main businesses. We go to Leeds and Newcastle and all around the local areas. We still get contacts from universities and schools, and can you come and visit us? Can you come and do this? So we stretch ourselves where we can.
Yeah.
It's still great because these are the people I've known for the last 20, 23 years where I've been to visit them. So I can't just walk away from that because we've got a business in town. It's, they've been my customers for the last 23 years. It's, they're important to me. I've built relationships with them, and, they're like long-term friends, and I could never ever walk away from that.
Mm. And do you get special requests from people if you know them for a long time? Do they say, Andy, can you make sure you stock extra ones of these? Or?
We do. The main thing with call centres is snacks. People just tend to love it. We started off as selling old-fashioned sweets. That's kind of where we started. But things have evolved so much over the years that nothing's off limits anymore. All because of social media, Instagram, Facebook. People want Korean noodles. They want Japanese seaweed crackers. It's like there's the whole world has been opened up because of social media now, and we will try and accommodate any of those requests. We've got a big board in the shop. Write down your requests. The weirder, the wackier. We love it. We love finding products for people. Everybody has got different tastes, and if we can help kind of accommodate that, then we'll do that. I'm sure you, Henry, you might like a sour pip or something like that, whereas you, James, you might like just a Cadbury's chocolate bar or something. It's everyone's got different tastes, and that's what makes the world of confectionery so interesting and so wonderful.
So do you try and keep sort of ahead of the trends that are coming?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how do you do that? Are you sort of seeing what's happening around the world? What's popular?
We do. Yeah. Lots of following various people on social media. Watching what they're doing, speaking to other sweet shop owners, networking via the people who have made friends with and worked with over the years. Really, it's just having a passion for what you do, really, and it doesn't feel like work because you're doing what you love.
Yeah.
So you're on Duke Street now. How long have you been there?
We've been there for 3.5 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, seems to be quite a very, very popular shop, obviously. But how's the location working for you?
It's brilliant. Duke Street. It's such an amazing street. I absolutely love it. I'm so proud to be there. It's lovely. I think people didn't realise how much footfall comes up and down Duke Street. I think they just thought it was just purely college students on a lunchtime, but it's not. It's more than that. There's so many people who live over like that part of town, and they come in through via Duke Street or back home via Duke Street. And Duke Street isn't just a street for estate agents anymore. We've got so many cafes and barbers and nail bars, and
it'll always be known as Estate Agents Alley, won't it?
It always will. It always will. But hopefully we can help bring more people from the town centre up Duke Street as well, and they can get to see some of the other amazing businesses that are on Duke Street. Not just because to see us, but they might think, oh wow, we didn't realise this was up here, or this is how lovely it is. Yeah. And it really is a great street. Everyone's brilliant. Yeah, we couldn't be happier moving into Duke Street.
No, fantastic. And where is your core market? Where do you see it in terms of where is it? As in the age, demographic, etc.
Well, through Facebook, we tend to hit middle-aged women for some reason. We seem to like women from the age of like...
Because you're a handsome chap, that's why.
I know, I always get told off for that all the time. Because my daughters have worked at the shop as well, and some of the staff tell me off, they say, oh, you're such a flirt. But it's not flirting, it's just being accommodating and just being friendly.
It's giving a good level of service.
It's giving a level of service, and they think, oh God, you were flirting with that 70-year-old granny. Andy, behave yourself. You're so embarrassing, Dad. But it's just the way I am. I will talk to an 18-year-old lad the same way as I would, a 75-year-old, old granny. It's just a relationship building. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, fantastic.
But in terms of products, we accommodate everybody. We're not a sweet shop just for kids.
Yeah,
we're a business. We want Grandad to be able to walk in and get some traditional licorice. We want the kids to be able to get some latest TikTok sweets. We want people to pick up a gift or a voucher. We want it to be a shop for everybody.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we try and achieve. We don't want it. We don't want Grandma to just think, oh yeah, this isn't for me. We want her to walk in and think, oh my wow, we've got some coconut tea cakes. I used to have those when I was a kid, and we want everybody to leave happy, and that's kind of what we try and achieve.
Talking of TikTok, what the heck happened with Prime?
Oh,
tell me about what actually happened, because people were paying like 20 quid for a bottle.
Yeah,
is that right?
And they still do. They pay anything up to £100. But
why?
You must have collected something when you were young, when you were a teenager. Did you have a collection of any sort?
Pokemon cards or something.
Pokemon cards.
Pogs.
Pogs, that was it.
Yeah. But it is like it's like current Pokemon. It is this collection. They're going around. They're trying to find these bottles. It's not about the drink. The drink seems to be secondary. People aren't really bothered about the flavour of the drink.
Yeah.
It's a parent's nightmare. Queuing at supermarkets at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, trying to.
It's crazy, isn't it? I've been into houses where, again, young sort of adults have bottles of Prime unopened on their shelves. It's just like they've got several different colours, as you say.
Yeah.
And it's just their way of collecting it.
Yeah.
But they'll realise in 5 years' time, what a waste of money.
What? Yeah, but...
Do you think it's going to appreciate in value?
I think they'll all end up going in the bin, But I remember as a teenager, it was important. I used to collect like aftershave bottles and deodorants and things like that. Yeah. For some reason, at that age, it felt important to have something. And if that's comforting to them, then that's great. They're happy. The parents are happy. They've given them that buzz. It's like a Christmas present most months, because they found the other latest bottle. So parents get that excitement from their child that they might not be able to give them day to day or week on week. Yeah. So it's kind of win-win. The guys who've kind of benefited from this are the two guys who created the drink and then got the YouTubers on board to to front it all. They're the winners. Yeah. But but if it gives the kids just that little bit of so a bit of a buzz. I mean, there's been loads of stuff going on with TikTok about some of these. I don't think the legitimate businesses are really where they're saying, "Oh, we're selling Prime for £200 a bottle" and stuff. I think it's all a front for other activities. I wouldn't believe everything you see on some of the TikTok stuff. But you know.
So have you got a secret stash of Prime bottles in a safe somewhere, just for your retirement fund, hoping it's going to go up?
Do you know what? We had Prime before the hype. Because as you were saying about, do you watch what's new to market and things like that? We were ahead of the game. We were 6 months ahead of the game. So we were doing giveaways for bottles of Prime. And there's another YouTuber called Mr. Beast, and he does these huge acts of generosity and kindness. 6 months before Prime launch, we had Prime and Mr. Beast bars, and we were doing a giveaway, and nobody had even heard of it. Yep. So if I'd have kept hold of that stash at the time, you know, I could have made a fortune. But I gave it away thinking this is going to create some real good, positive social media activity. Yeah. Nobody even flinched. It just fell on its arse. Like nothing happened. No one. Well,
if you get the heads up of the new Prime, can you just let us know?
Right.
Please?
Okay.
And we'll come in and be your first customers.
Yeah.
And we might upsell it slightly.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe more like the next Bitcoin or something like that. Yeah. The next Prime.
Yeah. Exactly right. So you've been at Duke Street for 3.5 years.
Yeah.
Where were you before then? Like, so obviously, I'm trying to fill the gap here. You've been in business for 23 years, so the 20 years before Duke Street.
Yeah, so we started off with the business visits.
Yep.
And then we had at the back of Morrison's on Morton Park. Mm-hmm. They've got these units. You probably know about the units that they let out. They've got like small units. You can.
I was there this morning at the gym.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
That's exactly where the gym
so they're great because the short-term leases. They've got lockups. There's photo studios there. There's people who've got sofa shops, cafes, and they're really accommodating. It's such a great location and a support for people who want to try and make a start in business if they need some storage space. So we had a couple of units there, and we had them all racked out with stock and I used to go and fill my van in the morning and then go and travel to Leeds or Scotland and go and sell to businesses that way. Mm-hmm. And then about 5 years into our kind of confectionery venture, my sister was looking for a job. And I was trying to think, well, how can I find her a job? She'd had a young kid and she was just wanting something to do. So we got in touch with the Cornmill Centre. We had a sweet pitch outside of W.H. Smith's in Clinton Cards.
Yeah.
It was like a temporary thing. We were there for, I think it was probably about 10 years in the end.
A temporary 10 years?
It started off as, I'm trying to find my sister a job because I was so busy doing the business visits and things. And then we had that on the go as well. And then I got so busy with business visits. Eventually, my mum came on board and started to work for me. And then she just took it on herself, and she had her own business as well, selling confectionery.
Yeah.
My sister ended up doing something else, but it's in the blood, it's in the family. I seem to have pulled everybody into this world of confectionery. My whole family now. My daughter's working at the shop, the Cornmill Centre, and it's a way of life for us all, really.
Brilliant.
And it's all sort of you don't sell online, is that right? You just literally person to person.
Yeah. You can call me a dinosaur. You could. People are always
I wouldn't dream of
it. Well, I am compared to you, but I know there's more revenue streams and there's a lot more. There's TikTok shops and websites, and I love the interaction. I love the customers. I am old school. I love seeing people week on week, day on day, finding out how people are doing. Finding out their story, keeping us updated, taking an interest in people. And that, to me, we're so busy. Why do I want to compromise that and then stretch myself even further with more websites? And for the sake of money, we're already busy enough. My workload is just so high. I'll tip myself over the edge. I don't want to not enjoy my job purely because I'm trying to chase the buck and... work-life balance is so much more important to me. It's not about money. It's just about that. Yeah. That balance.
Absolutely, it's a difficult thing to achieve, isn't it? The work-life balance.
It is. Yeah.
You put everything into it, no doubt, and
yeah.
You don't have a start of a day. You just literally, it's just a day.
It's a day.
And you don't have an end of a day. It's just the day, and
absolutely.
Whatever needs doing, at whatever time it is, you've got to get it done.
You've got to get it done. Yeah. The buck stops with you. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, quite a lot of American sweets coming over. They're obviously quite popular, I guess.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, but there's a lot of like Asian products now, and Indian. It's not just American anymore now. The world, sweet shops have changed, or even in like the 3.5 years we've been open, we've noticed a massive swing. And then there's a few products that can't be sold American now. So Jolly Ranchers, Twizzlers, Swedish fish. There's certain products now because of ingredients that where councils are saying we don't want these sold in shops now. So the market's kind of like they're changing and emerging. So there's a lot more like Asian products now that are equally as good quality and good flavours, but with ingredients that are not harmful.
Is it because the specific ingredients or just the amount of sugar that's in them?
I think there's it's something to do with the colorants. There's
right.
what they use in America to
making kids go hyper. Basically,
it can send them hyper.
Yeah,
yeah. So there's a clamp down on, but it's fine. There's so many products from around the world that are completely safe and don't have the colorants in. It's times are changing. It's not just American products anymore now.
Yeah.
Talking of products, you've got your own unique product that you invented, designed.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Tell us about the Darlington Dabber.
The Darlington Dabber.
Yeah,
is that in the bag or not?
I've brought some Darlington
Go on,
Dabbers
get
with
it
me.
out. People do watch this.
Yeah,
Would you like to see my Dabber,
Absolutely,
Henry?
100%. From the man himself. Definitely want to
Right.
see what's in the bag.
There we go.
Just not one
There
of
we
them.
go, chaps.
Darlington Dabber.
I brought a few extras for the team at work as well. So
There you go. Is that you or is that George Stevenson?
that's Joseph Pease.
Oh, Joseph
Yeah,
Pease.
yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
yeah,
I knew it was
yeah.
someone historical. There you are. They look very
So,
nice indeed.
yeah.
What's your favourite? I mean, is this your favourite because you've created it, the Darlington Dabber?
I'm very proud of the Darlington Dabber,
Yeah.
and it is our best seller in the shop as well.
Yeah.
People love it. It's something from Darlington that people can take away. Darlington Dabbers go all over the world. People come in. We had a guy in from Glasgow yesterday saying, "Oh, the Darlington Dabber! I'm going to take these up to Glasgow." And people sending the kids are going away to Australia, so they'll take some Darlington Dabbers with them and pass them on to family members
So it's
across the way.
It's the new Kendall mint cake.
Yeah, we just wanted to do something positive for the town. I thought, I'm from Darlington. I love Darlington. I wanted to give something, to Darlington. I know it's only a lollipop, but to me, it really means a lot, and it's something that, you can say you've left Darlington with something. And Teesside's got a Parmore. There's Cornish pasties. There's Edinburgh Rock. There's like you say
Bakewell
Kendall
tarts.
cake. Kendall mint cake. There's Melton Mowbray pot pie. Everywhere's got something. So we just wanted to offer just a little something from Darlington. So black and white for the football, the town sports colours, and they're actually the raspberry and passion fruit flavour.
Are they really?
Yeah, so kids look at them and think, "Ooh, is it going to be licorice? Is it going to be aniseed?" And then when they taste them, they're pleasantly surprised. They're raspberry. So sometimes the white's raspberry, sometimes the white's the passion fruit.
Yeah.
But they're delicious. Enjoy them.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I think we've sold over 20,000 now since we've opened in the
Holy
shop.
moly.
Goodness
Yeah,
me.
they just fly. We can't get them in fast enough. They're brilliant. They're brilliant.
And who makes them and whereabouts do you
They're
make them?
made by a sweet manufacturer in Elland in Yorkshire called Joseph Dobson's,
Right.
and they supply us with some other traditional sweets as well within the shop, and they make fantastic confectionery, real top quality, copper pans, original recipes, old school.
Yep.
It is like a Willy Wonka factory there.
Yeah.
I went up to pick an order there once in Elland, and it's like going back in time. It's like going to Beamish.
Brilliant.
It's when you rock up there, and then you get the smell in the air of all the sugars and all the flavourings and things. It's incredible. It's brilliant, and we were really chuffed that they could accommodate what we were trying to achieve.
Are there many manufacturers like that still left? Because I mean, you say all the old traditional copper pans and things like that.
Yeah.
Are there plenty more choices? So if they went out of business, are you struggling for other people to actually create your products for you?
Lollipops possibly would be tricky. Yes. But traditional sweet manufacturers, there are still plenty out there. There are some that have fallen by the wayside. It's generational things. The family members have died, and then the young kids don't want to then work in sweet factories knocking out bonbons and barley sugars. They want a different life. But if you look closely and if you do your research, there are still plenty of traditional sweet manufacturers out there, and that's who I've worked with for the last 20 odd years to try and find quality products, the best. We don't just go to one wholesaler and just get all of our sweets like a lot of sweet shops do. We try and go the extra mile and try and find the best flavours, the best quality, the best range, and that's what we try and do.
So do you try everything in your shop before you're selling it as a conscientious business owner?
Do I look like I try all my products?
Because there's so much stuff in there, isn't there? If
There
before
is.
you start selling something, do you say, I want to just, if a customer says, what's this taste like or whatever?
I'd have an idea of what it tasted like, but unfortunately, there's certain products that I can't. I'm not very good with like super sour stuff. I can't.
Yeah.
Like, it really. I don't know how people do it and keep a straight face. For me, I can't do it. But a more traditional sweet, then I would have the odd one. But I don't have a huge appetite for anything really in life. But I'll try one.
Yeah. So what's your favourite? You said the Darlington Dabber's sort of the best.
Darlington
seller.
Dabber.
And is that your...
Hands down,
Yeah.
they're brilliant. They're just the brilliant quality, great flavour, and everybody loves them. I've not heard any negative feedback about a Darlington. No one's ever tried one. We're like, oh, I don't like those. Everybody loves them, and which is brilliant. But for myself, growing up, when I was a kid, I've always been. It was either sweet peanuts or Army and Navy tablets. They were like my kind of like
Your
go-to
thing.
sweet when I was younger.
Yeah.
Or my mum used to send me to the shop for like 2 ounces or a quarter of midget gems, and that's kind of like how it was back in the day.
Yeah. Mine was rhubarb and custard.
What the
sweets.
hard-boiled rhubarb and custard quality? They're just one of the best sellers. You can't go wrong with the rhubarb and custard.
Yeah.
Or a pear drop, or you know, it's they're just
What else was
timeless.
there? The matchsticks, the sort of candy matchsticks, or used to cigarettes. I'm not sure if you'd have to still sell them now.
No. Can you believe that though? In the 70s and the 80s, that you
All
had confectionery that encouraged
people
smoke
to
and
tend to smoke.
you had chocolate ones in little packets, and then you had the candy ones that had a little pink tip on the end, and you could pretend that you were smoking. They're called candy sticks now. They're not called candy cigarettes, but that's
So you had a bag of treats there. Can we be nosy and see what else you've got? We want to see what's in there.
You've not had your breakfast yet?
No, this is it. Why do you think we invited you on, Andy?
Right, okay.
Let's see what we've got.
Okay. So you were talking about TikTok. So this is the latest trend. They call it space candy, but it's actually freeze-dried candy. So they are, I think, are they One Bites, those ones? One Bites, yeah. So do you remember a One Bar when you were kids?
Yeah.
They're like that raspberry chew bar with sour bits in the centre. So now freeze dry, and the freeze drying process takes all the moisture out of a product and it inflates it like a meringue, but it enhances the flavour as well. So this is how not just kids but adults are eating confectionery now these days. Wow. So yeah. This is freeze-dried candy, so you can give those a try by all means at some point. The kids will love them.
Yeah.
Have you both got kids?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Give a blast on that.
My kids don't need any more encouragement in terms of being hyper.
Right. Okay.
But yes, I will let them try it.
Like I say, I was talking about the snacks before So whenever I go and visit call centres and businesses, the staff there go crazy for these crisps.
This is so. What I've just been handed there is Herb's honey cheese flavoured curls.
Hers honey and cheese.
Hers, sorry.
Yeah, so they are like a cheese What's-It, but they are
they're a sweet version.
It's like a sweet honey with cheese. They are phenomenal. The coating, the flavour is.
I'm not going to
They
take
are.
your word for it.
Yeah. Gets the
Okay,
jalapeno ones have got a
ones?
little bit of a kick. They're probably about a 6 or a 7 out of 10. The honey and cheese
6 or 7 out of 10
in terms of like heat, but the honey and cheese. The different level, they are incredible. They've got so much flavour.
Yep, they are delicious.
They are.
This is my breakfast. Can you believe this is what we're doing as a career?
It's a What's-It, but like another level What's-It, isn't it?
It is, yeah, absolutely. And then, again, social media, Samyang noodles. These are Korean noodles, and everybody wants the carbonara ones. They're very difficult to source.
Yeah.
These are all over like TikTok shops and TikTok. Everyone wants Samyang noodles, but have those for your lunch, boys. But where do you put the sauce on? Just put a little bit at a time because they do get super spicy. But carbonara Samyang noodles, and we do other ones. We do 2 times, 3 times spicy.
So people literally see something on TikTok and go, I know where to go for those.
Absolutely.
And you will most likely have whatever the new trend is.
Correct.
Wow.
Correct. So like over the Easter holidays, the next 2 weeks, we'll have families visiting Darlington or local people coming in. And we just know what they want. They want Nerds gummy clusters, they want freeze-dried candy, they want a bag of Takis, and they want some Samyang noodles, and then maybe a milkshake and a bag of Darlington Dabbers to take with them. And it's...
I'd never heard of any of those things, so that shows me how up-to-date I am with confectionery.
I'll keep you right.
Yeah.
Come into the shop with your credit card.
What's cool this week, Andy?
I'll keep you right, James. Don't you
Thank
worry.
you.
Yeah. I'll make you appear to be the cool dad who knows
Brilliant.
everything about sweets and confectionery. Yeah.
Fantastic.
What else have we got? We've got some super sour pips.
Oh, nice.
Are you feeling brave?
Are they
Super sour.
They are mega sours. You can get mega sours in various
We'll give it a go.
flavors and sizes. They are small in size. You only need one. You really do. But they pack a punch.
The smallest one
They
possible.
really
We
do.
might not be able to speak for a while. So.
Right. Okay. I'll take off the podcast, boys. I'll ask you the questions.
Wow.
Yep.
Sorry if you're listening to this, just hearing us sucking on a sour sweet. It's up there. James has got rid of his.
Yeah.
That's a goner. Oh,
I'm going to give mine a crunch. Well, quite sweet inside.
Yeah, they've got a good flavour. Once you get past the sourness, they actually do taste. They do taste good. They taste like, do you know if you remember a Tom Thumb drop or like a little fruit drop?
They are very sour.
Yeah, there's one called a Black Death.
sounds delicious.
Nice one.
We had them in the shop, but then there's a sweet franchise called Mr. Sim's Sweet Shops, and they've now got like exclusivity to the Black Death sour sweets. So if ever you're passing the Mr. Sim's Sweet Shop franchise, go for a Black Death. If you want the ultimate in sour, then a Black Death is the worst. But they are from the same manufacturer, a company called Barnett's based in Nottingham, and they are sour enough, I would say.
Yeah.
I think you need one.
Yeah.
That's it.
As you say.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll just leave those in the office and just see who grabs them.
That's a really good idea.
We won't tell them. It doesn't. Sour pips.
I'll set up a camera.
We'll take the label off. And we'll just see who takes them.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to get people eating, to stop people from eating your sweets and your snacks on your desk at work.
That's a really good idea.
Take the label off, and people won't touch them. It's like if you're at uni or something like that, your fridge. If you can kind of make your milk sour or something, or people stop raiding your fridge and taking all your stuff on you. Really, if you can kind
They
of
learn pretty quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I brought a mixture of these have all just been made just last week. So we've got some cola cubes, some pineapple cubes, and there's a sweet called Cop Cops. So these might be more suited to you, James, because this is
Nice.
They look good.
that is your
You can take
traditional.
those ones.
Your traditional.
Yeah, brilliant.
They look
So
perfect.
amazing quality. Again, Joseph Dobson's. The cola cubes have got soft chewy centres. Pineapple cubes have got soft chewy centres, as have the Cop Cops. Traditional quality sweets, fresh, best flavour.
Yep.
Really, as they should be.
Ones to keep in the car for journeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Travel sweets.
Travel sweets. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
And then lastly,
I don't know why you're both looking at me. There's no chance. Go on.
What is it, Andy?
this is like the ultimate in stitch-ups. This is the one chip challenge.
Right. Let me just read out what it says.
Okay.
So
this is over 18s only.
So one chip challenge, warning hot, warning hot, and it says milk/yogurt helps. 18 only, no more than one per 7 hours.
Yeah.
And this is one crisp.
That is one crisp, one tortilla chip.
Are you ready for the hottest chili challenge in the world? Question mark. Simple answer, not today.
No, not today.
But if anyone wants to give it a go,
I would like a volunteer, please.
This is up for
Yeah.
anyone to come and have a go.
Oh, the amount of these one chip challenges we sell. There's so many people who try to stitch up friends or family members. Stag do's, weekends away. We're gonna plant a one chip in their bag of crisps.
Is it black? Is it?
It's black in
right.
colour.
So you can't
yeah.
just get away with throwing it in a bag of Doritos and hoping your friend eats it.
No. I accidentally had a speck of dust within the box where the packaging came in, and I accidentally put it on. It was like the side of my lip or something. I must have wiped my face, and I just felt the burning immediately. It was like, this is bonkers, but. So many people seem to be able to accommodate heat and don't feel.
Have you seen
pain.
people try it?
I've seen the reaction. There's 3 guys from Simply Rogue across the road from us. They all thought when we first opened, we got the one chip challenges in.
Macho lads.
Macho, ultimate. Real men.
Why do men think it's a thing to do, like a macho thing to do?
Yeah, I know.
I've done it. I did it a few months ago.
Oh, right, okay.
Not this chip challenge, but
Yep.
at Duke Bombay. restaurant, Indian restaurant, or Bombay Gate, sorry.
Bombay
Gate, sorry. They brought out a mixture between a Scotch bonnet and a Carolina Reaper chili. And I didn't
What's part of the dish?
Basically alongside of it, because we go there quite a lot. I think they knew me well enough to be able to put this on the dish. And then they were egging us on, and a colleague of ours did it. But whilst I was at the toilet, I didn't see his reaction. So someone said to me, Sam's just done that chili. And of course, being a macho man, I decided I had to do it to prove my manliness.
Were you 8 pints in by any chance?
I had 1 or 2.
It was similar.
But it absolutely knocked me for 6. So I think I was literally silent for the next 15 minutes. Just trying to
process it.
Just trying to process it. It hits you on a different level. But thank you very much for bringing in these treats.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. I'll very much look forward to trying them.
So you're expecting a busy Easter period? Are you open over Easter weekend?
We hope so. Yeah, we're going to close on Easter Sunday. It's I think it's important to have some family time, and but other than that, yes, we're open 7 days a week throughout Easter.
Fantastic.
We'll be there. We've got pallets of stock have all arrived this week. I've got to get more stock later on today. I've got a work experience girl with me from Poland School at the moment, so trying to show her the ropes of how she came to the sweet shop thinking, I'm just going to be standing behind the counter serving, and she doesn't realise the work that goes on in the background of kind of like running a retail shop. So I think it's opened her eyes a little bit, but she's doing brilliant. So
and you had a student do the artwork on the front of your shop as well, didn't you?
From Carmel College. Valerie.
Yeah,
she's done a couple of window displays for us now. Yeah, she's so talented. She really is
brilliant.
So talented.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we get a picture up on the video now.
Yeah.
By the magic of whoever does this in the background, it's very clever.
Well, when we first opened, we had it was a train display. It was the Darlington Stock and Railway. And my sister-in-law, is an illustrator, Helen Stevens. She illustrates children's books.
Great.
How to Hide a Line and Fleabag. She's kind of like world known, and she did all the artwork. She did the Joseph P's artwork on all our branding and stuff like that. She's so talented, but unfortunately, she's flat out with work herself. She's so busy doing her own thing. But I got in touch with Valerie, talking to college students and finding out who has an interest in art, and we try and encourage local people, to be a part of what we do as well. And she's amazing. And then I put on that there's a business WhatsApp group. Get in touch with Valerie if you want any window displays doing. And
we did actually. I think we were going to do a Christmas one, but realised that we couldn't just do a Christmas one because it takes us so long to do. And it'd be a shame to get rid of it. So we'd definitely love to use her in the future. Certainly.
I think the council want to use for some work as well at some point. So it's brilliant. It's all positive. She's a lovely girl, and she's her work's fantastic as well. So why not use her or try and encourage her? To work on something that she's passionate about and give her a helping hand up, like we all need at some point in our life.
Completely. You mentioned the independents WhatsApp group there. Do you get a lot of support from other local independents within the town?
It's brilliant. I've got friends who've got businesses on Duke Street and within town. It's great that we all communicate. We discuss events. We meet when we can. I know there's monthly meetings. Some people can make it, some people can't. But it's great that it feels like we're all one team. Really, we all love Darlington. We all want successful businesses in Darlington. We all want to encourage visitors to Darlington. I think we're all in the same kind of format. Really, it's really great. Yeah, love
Absolutely.
it.
If you bring some trade to the town, it's likely that they're going to then go elsewhere and visit the town and ultimately spread their money across different shops.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's great. And it's nice to give a recommendation of if someone's looking for coffee or they're looking for food or looking for somewhere to shop. It's nice to be able to say, I'm not just the person, and they'll return the favour. It's lovely. It's nice that you can do that.
Yeah. Where are your favourite spots to go? So if you're popping out for a coffee or a bite to eat?
For a coffee, it would have to be Echo 3. Yeah. Love it.
You a Star Wars fan?
I am a little bit, yeah. I am a bit of a Star Wars fan, but I just love walking in there. The smell hits you right in the face.
Yeah. Lovely, isn't it?
So gorgeous business, so accommodating. Just real Darlington feel in there.
And it's a lovely location, isn't it?
It is.
Up
it is.
Clark's Yard.
Yeah. And then,
Absolutely beautiful spot.
yeah, it is. It's a real hidden gem.
It is, yeah. I think if I've got people visiting the town who haven't been before,
Yeah.
I make a point of taking them to the yards. You've
Yeah.
got Merlin's,
Yep.
bottle shop, and
Cheese and wine.
Cheese and wine.
Bakerman.
You've got so many independents within these yards, and it's just a beautiful place to take people.
Yeah,
so,
it is, absolutely.
So, yeah, we're very lucky having these
Yeah,
hidden gems.
we are. This is what kind of like Darlington was. The foundations of Darlington, really, independent local businesses. This is why people travel from all over, on bus trips back in the day, to come and see all the independents. That's what makes us stand out and makes us so different from any other town. And that's what we need to encourage, I think.
Absolutely. Should we go back to the question that we asked before you arrived?
So we do a bit of a quiz question every fortnight. It's a multiple choice, so no pressure. This week's question is around the Treasury building, which is being built on Brunswick Street, just off St Cuthbert's Way. You can probably almost see it from this window, actually. It was announced last week that they've changed all the plans and the design. It looks absolutely fantastic. I think they're hoping it's going to be sort of up and running by, was it 2027 or 2028?
I think it's a 28 on the
28.
recent video. Yeah.
But the question is around how many new jobs is it going to create for the town? Is it going to be A, under 1,000, B, between 1,000 and 2,000, or C, over 2,000?
What do you reckon? I know the answer, so it's on you.
Yeah, right, okay. That's 1,000. B.
It's C.
Is it
Over
really?
2,000.
Oh wow!
Is
How
what
incredible!
they've said, yeah. So
That's amazing.
It is, yeah. No, really good.
And they're hoping that 80% of the workforce will be local source jobs.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. So clearly there'll be plenty of people relocating.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because we want more people to sort of come and see Darlington for what it is. Absolutely fantastic location.
Yeah.
So yeah, 80% local jobs will be absolutely fantastic.
That's absolutely amazing. I know the people who've kind of moved up from London for the existing Treasury building in the town centre. They've come and had a chat and they said that how much they love Darlington and when they've relocated here, the people, the area. It's just it's so positive. That's brilliant. That's great news. Great to hear.
Absolutely. Well, that is it for this week's episode. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, Andy. You've been an absolute treat to have. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks for having us.
All the best.
Henry. Thanks a lot, James. Thanks a lot. That's brilliant. Can't believe you've done that. I would have put my top hat on.